Hello everyone, my name is Özge Ünlü and I currently work at the OECD as Digital Transition Processes Coordinator, and I've been in this industry for 10 years now, or a little more. I was initially a freelance translator, and then I moved to project management role. Then I was account manager, account executive for a while in different translation agencies. And then I moved to more technology-focused roles, especially after getting my master's degree in Caweb. And I was specifically responsible for sales in France for one of the biggest TMS providers, and then I moved to my current role. Well, I initially studied international relations back in the days, and then moved on with project management with a master's in project management. And then I actually entered the localization industry without having a real degree in localization or in translation. And after getting some experience, I decided that it was time to fill in those gaps, those theory gaps, and that's why I actually took the master's degree in Caweb a few years ago. Well, my current role is, as I was saying, all about translation workflows, managing linguistic assets, optimizing the use of CAD tools, TMS systems, and it's basically about making sure that people and technology, they match, and to create that bridge between them, either it's translators or project managers. So it's really a role where I talk to many different roles, many different people, and I try to make sure that people, technology, processes, data, it all works well together. That's my current role. And as I was saying before, I entered this industry as a freelance translator at the beginning. It was a short experience, but a very valuable one, because it taught me a lot about the challenges that a translator faces every day in its work, in his or her work. And then from there, I moved to more corporate experiences, I mean in translation agencies, so on the vendor side. And I was a project manager for a long time, and I had the chance to manage multilingual digital localization projects for e-commerce, especially fashion brands. And then I was also able to manage many complex localization projects for e-learning in another translation agency, and all those experiences taught me a lot, especially the added value of what it means to have a good structured workflow, operations, risk management, people management, coordination, communication, all those things that are really the heart of a localization project, beside of course the translation quality itself. Well, today there are some tools, some technologies that remain fundamental, I think, for translation productivity. Beside all the new tools that we hear about every day, I think that translation management systems are still a fundamental technology for productivity, because we still need workflows, we still need structured databases, and of course on top of it there are all the new tools. There is of course AI, especially when we say AI, NMT is also AI. So we do use it, by the way, but what I mean is specifically large language models. But we still need to figure out how to do that, because it seems from the outside, from a general view, it seems like LLMs can do everything better than a human, but it's actually a false belief, because we still need people to master it, we still need people to manage it and to translate it into usable, actionable content. So it's not that obvious, but yes, I think that AI will also be, it's already, but will even be more important for translation productivity in the next future. Well, I believe that the translation job as we know it will of course evolve, and it will, I mean, we will need more and more people who are able to proofread, to check quality. We're not even talking about post-editing anymore, we're talking about people who are able to check the quality of AI-generated content. That's for sure is where we are going. But that doesn't mean that we won't be needing translators in the classical sense of term anymore, and it doesn't mean either that we won't be needing language experts, specialists anymore. I think that classical translation as we know it will still be needed in the future, especially for some specific contents, whether it is confidential or high stakes policy content. We will still need it. It won't be as mainstream as it used to be, but at the same time we will always need the language specialist as well. Whether it is for roles related to, as we were saying, orchestrating or controlling or quality checking AI-related tools and contents, or also for making these tools better, you know, through a system of feedback. So it's really a future where the role evolves, but at the same time, at some level remains the same.